In his relationship with Kim, do you think like it was genuine?
I definitely think it was. I think he considered her a great muse as well. I think he got so many great albums done during that era, which was pretty long. And I think he really is hurt by the divorce. And I think we're seeing that now.
Yeah, like in some of his behavior, it's like post-divorce, like getting over Kim.
It's like we're witnessing like the grievance process. Each like different era when he comes back to social media, we're witnessing this different side. Like at first he was like trying to attack Pete Davidson. Then it was him like trying to like can't like get out of all of his contracts. I don't think that had as much to do with her though. And now he has a new wife and I think they're very happy. I don't know if he's completely over it. I think he might be. He might be over it.
Maybe.
But he does seem a little bit angry. Like if you've seen the recent podcast clips, he's seeming angry.
I do care.
You don't care about me. You don't care about my people. It's very one-sided.
No, it's not.
It's very white-sided.
Oh, come on,
It's very
Ye.
one-sided.
Don't-
It's very like,
It's
yeah.
not-
I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't finish. I told you. That is fucking, hey, here, come get me. That's fucking, I know I'm not supposed to say that, Biden, but that's fucking interview adjourned. Love you.
He definitely seems angry. And I do think he cared for Kim and he was really invested. I mean, I don't even necessarily understand how it fell apart. Like, do we know? Like, it wasn't like a cheating, like a one-time big thing that ended it, right?
I used to spend hours and hours and hours of my days as the cleanup crew.
Well, that's why you got divorced, because you can't do that to yourself
I just
anymore.
don't have that energy.
I think at the end they just kind of like grew apart.
Yeah.
And he kind of made her what she was. I just think they had two different things going on.
Interesting. Because I feel like you're saying like, he made her into what she is. But I feel like also Kanye.
I think I'll definitely say that Kim helped Ye provide a lot of structure and infrastructure to all of his wild ideas.
I mean, they both were actually like a great pair for each other. So it's kind of sad that they
definitely helped elevate each other in different ways, for sure.
And, you know, I feel like the Kardashian mastermind is like Kris Jenner. And I just like, do you like, just like, obviously you wouldn't know, but like, how do you even think Kris Jenner is even like, understanding everything going on here with Kanye?
Well, everyone's always saying if Kris Jenner can't save Ye, then nobody can.
Yeah.
But someone on the Yeezy Camp team did tell me recently that anytime the Kardashians would show up with Ye, when they would get out of a car, Kris Jenner always had to. The girls would wait, and Kris Jenner would have to walk in front. So they would like walk in a triangle formation, just to kind of show like she's the mob boss.
Really?
And it was just like triangle, and they would walk. So like Kris Jenner like really is Chris Jong-un, as Ye would say.
She is. Do you think Kanye, like, I mean, he probably, like, do you think he still communicates with, like, these people and with this family? Like, do you think Kris Jenner's still in his life?
We haven't seen them communicate often. I know that the kids still see him with the nanny, and they'll, like, go visit him at whatever hotel he's staying at the moment, or sometimes he has an apartment. I don't know if he's even staying at the apartment anymore. He's been staying at the Chateau Marmont. That's where the recent alleged punch happened.
No, we talked about that on the main channel.
He is a suspect in a battery report after a man allegedly grabs his wife. Kanye and his wife, Bianca Sensory, were at the Chateau Marmont in Los Angeles when a man allegedly pushed Kanye's wife. He put his hands under her dress, directly on her body. He grabbed her waist, he spun her around, and then he blew her kisses. Kanye allegedly punched this man after he assaulted Sensory and then fled the scene.
And I know those guys. I used to party with those guys.
Have you talked to him since the assault?
The guys?
Yeah, or like the one twin?
No, I was never hot enough for those twins. But I thought it was funny that it was like a Mary-Kate and Ashley twin situation where like they're like, he punched the wrong twin.
Yeah.
According to a new report as of yesterday, they're saying that they didn't get the punch on camera and the twin is denying that he grabbed Bianca, but Ye just went on a podcast and said Bianca is the one that told him they did that, and he was just going off of what she said. So he didn't see it himself. And I guess they're not going to file. It looks like they're not going to do anything. Like they're not suing. So I think you thought he was in legal trouble. I don't think he is.
Well, good for him, I guess. And honestly, we'll talk
He's
about
in
Bianca.
other legal trouble,
Yeah.
but not with the twin. I don't think the twins, they have so much money. I don't think they're going to sue.
So we don't really know, like, if Kanye's at his home or at a hotel or an apartment. Like, do you know anything about where he's currently staying? Because I always see little updates of him doing a, stage photo shoot at Melrose Tanning, or him down the street from where I'm at.
Place.
Always is. And I'm like, so he's near, but where is he?
So
Chateau?
Yeah, he sometimes would stay at the Edition Hotel in Beverly Hills, West Hollywood area.
Yeah.
Now he's been at the Chateau Marmont. So those like pictures that went viral where Bianca was wearing a black leather gimp mask in the kitchen, those are at the Chateau. You can Google the kitchen. Those are at Chateau. That's where he's been. That's where he made a lot of some of the last minute touches on Vultures. He destroys almost every property he buys. He literally tears it up like it's something psychological with him.
When you mean tear it up, like, okay, because
he literally destroys
it. Not dirt. You mean like he is clawing?
Like he will go in with like not him. Someone goes in with a sledgehammer and like the entire property is destroyed. So if you look at the property in Malibu, he's selling for originally it was listed for $53 million. It's now dropped down to $39 million, and he probably won't even get that for it because the entire property. Because he has these big plans. He wants to like reimagine every space he goes into. So he has these huge plans to reimagine a space, and then it just doesn't get finished. He leaves a lot of projects incomplete, and we're seeing this a lot with the homes.
So Kanye West, the $57 million Malibu beachside mansion that he purchased is very far from done. So he purchased this back in September. It's completely gutted. This is what it looked like in the beginning.
It looked better in the beginning.
Very much so. Maybe he's having issues getting supplies, or if it's, Kanye changes his mind about a lot of stuff often. So I don't know if that's what's the holdup.
It's gonna be hard for him to get money for some of these properties, I think. Like at least as much as he wants. So he doesn't really have a home base. So I think that kind of mirrors the behavior we're seeing because when you don't have like a home, you're never fully like comfortable. I think his root chakra's off.
Something's really off. And like speaking of like projects unfinished, like let's just go ahead and talk about Bianca because that's pretty much every outfit that she's wearing. It seems like a project unfinished. She's wearing like nothing. So I want to, first off, what's your take of Bianca? And then we'll get into like kind of what you know. Do you think it's real? Like, is it a Julia Fox part 2?
No, I don't think so. I think that they genuinely have a connection. Bianca's style, I think I do want to set the record straight. I do think Bianca is styling herself because a lot of people don't ever check the tags when they do post a photo. I always go to who's the source, and usually the designer, the stylist, or the photographer will post the image. So when she came out in March 2023 with the cross on her butt, that everyone just assumed that was Ye, but that was actually her really good friend Gadir, and he's known for that like edgy type of, I guess, blasphemous photo, those types of outfits. And she also gets styled a lot with Moa Lola.
Girl, I can't say any brand. Like Versace, like
Gucci. Moa Lola made the wet tank. That was a collaboration.
Oh, like this?
With
Which
Ye.
Also, like, is it, guys, comment below, is it problematic I have this? I was just like, it was kind of a spontaneous, like.
It's really cute, and it's only $20.
Only $20, right?
It looks so
Everything's
good.
only $20, which that doesn't make sense to me. Like, how is like a pair of sweatpants the same as like.
That's the issue. So Ye wants everything to be, like, he wants everything to be. Would it be economical? He wants it to be everything to be $20. He really.
Well, now he does because it's like it wasn't like that before.
Well, that was the whole thing. The whole reason he was mad at some of the big companies is because he always wanted the prices lower, and he didn't understand why they'd have to mark it up. But he did end up losing the pods that were made in Italy, the Yeezy pods.
Which, yes, let's.
So these were made. These were actually in Italy. They were $37 to make because he wanted to get it at the. Yeah,
it just feels
it's like a sock.
It feels like a soccer sock. And then it feels like it has like the inside of what like a shoe press should be, but like
it kind of feels like a swim shoe, like you wear like in the reef.
Kind of granny vibes.
Really?
Yeah, like she's gonna go to her aerobics like in the pool that evening.
Yikes! Good thing it's $20.
No, but it's cute on the. It goes with the green.
So Balenciaga put out a similar shoe, and Ye's is very much like theirs, and he wanted to be like, hey, look. I can make the same shoe in the same factory and charge $20, but he ended up taking a $17 hit on every single shoe. So he lost money in the first initial round of the pods, and since then they've moved the factory to China, and now that's why there's order delays. There's a lot happening.
A lot of issues. Yeah, I mean, I think it took about a month for this to come in.
Those came in first. Those were quick. The wet tees were quick.
And I got like my black sweatpants, and then I also got like a shirt. Like I got a good amount, and it took like a month. But I've heard like a lot of people are like. I went and I saw him at Rolling Loud. Were you at Rolling Loud?
You did. I was there, but I got there late.
Well, I got there late too. Like,
what did you think of it?
I mean, was the mic even on?
He doesn't use mics anymore.
He just shouts it?
They just move around.
Yeah.
And, it's a listening party.
It was very much just that, moving around. I mean, I was just with like friends, so I was like, okay, it was fine. But like, I didn't go back the day or the day after that or the day after that because it was not, it actually felt very unsafe.
He says, like hundreds of others, he was duped.
It was kind of chaotic when I got there, and the event staff, they really didn't really know where to direct anybody. It was just this incredible amount of people, like hundreds and hundreds of people. The line was not moving an inch.
He says he waited for nearly 2 hours outside the stadium with no help from event staff.
You could hear a lot of like frustration, a lot of sadness from people, from other fans who just kind of gave up. They said, look, this isn't going anywhere. There's no organization here. It's just, they're not letting us in.
When he heard his favorite song from the new Vultures album play from inside, but it turns out Ye and Ty Dolla $ign weren't actually performing inside. They were just standing on stage while pre-recorded music played.
And I think it's kind of a slap in the face to the fans, you know.
You weren't there when people were like breaking down the barricades.
Everyone said it was bad the first day.
It was so bad because they weren't supposed to have it on Thursday, but then Kanye insisted. So this like a festival that's normally a Friday to Sunday opened a day early to not have all the like.
Yeah.
Which is very Kanye West. Like, it's like half-assing everything he gets himself
right
into.
Now, he's definitely not able to give his full, I guess, commitment to anything. So, whereas Drake right now is very focused on the music and just his, like, one brand.
Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.